Hey guys, what's up? This is MandoPony once again, and I'm here to teach you a little bit more of loyalty, this time on the electric guitar, because you guys asked for it. Now, to get things started, we're going to talk a little bit about the chords again, because I'm going to be playing chords that are closer to what you hear in the original recording. Now, the last video that I did was definitely a tutorial for beginners to intermediate guitarists, so I really walked you through it step by step. This time I'm not going to do it so much. I'm just going to play the chords for you, and you'll be able to see what my hand does, and I'll put up a picture of the chord in this general area down here. And I think you guys will be able to follow along. So the first chord I'm going to show you, I'm turning down the volume knob right now on my guitar, so I'll have a cleaner sound. This is the E minor 9 chord. Very nice and soothing. And then we're going to play the C add 9 chord. You already know this one from the first video. Pretty easy. And now we're going to play the G major 7th. Pretty easy. Just remember to mute that A string by deadening the string with your middle finger, or whichever finger you use to hold down the G note, the 3rd fret on the E string. Could be that one, could be that one. However you want to voice it is fine. And then we have the D add 4 over F sharp. And that's 2, open, open, 2, 3, 3. Like that. And those are your fancy special chords for this version of the song. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about power chords. You probably already know them if you're jumping into a more advanced tutorial like this. But just in case you haven't heard of them, they're the best thing in the world. And it all starts with this formation, which is you put your finger down on the root note, and then you hit the frets, 2 frets, or you hit the strings rather, 2 frets higher than that first root note on the 2 strings below them, so it's like this. And then you can move it around like that. It's really easy. Or you can just do the 2 strings, like if you're doing a C5, a C power chord, it would be 3 and 5 on the A and the D string, like that. And you can move that up to D, E, F, G, and so on. And it's the same if you start on the E string, and start on the 3rd fret, and that's a G power chord, A, D flat, C, and so on, like that. Pretty easy. But the power chords that we'll be playing for this song are the E5, which I just played down here. Whoa, my guitar's out of tune. Like that. And I use a slightly different voicing, which is 0, 2, 2, and I bar the A and the D string down with my index finger, like that. And then I'll use my pinky to grab the 4th fret on the G string, like that. So it's just a bit fuller. You're playing 4 strings instead of 3. Of course, you can just play the 2, or the you can just you can just play the 2 strings, the 0 and 2, and the E and the A, like that. Or you can just play the 3, or you can go full out. Any way you want to play it is fine. This is how I'll be playing it. The C5 chord, the C power chord, is your standard formation. It's just 3, 5, 5, starting on the A string, like that. 3, and then you've got the D power chord. You just take that C and move it up 2 frets. It's 5, 7, 7. And you've got your G power chord, G5, which is 3, 5, 5, starting on the E string, like that. So that's those are your power chords. And in case you're wondering why it's called a 5, like G5 or G5, C5, like that, it's because the notes that you're playing are the root, the 5, and then the root again, the 8. These chords have neither major nor minor characteristics, and that's one reason why they're so prevalent in rock music. You barely have to worry about what key you're playing in. It's pretty easy. Just a little bit of background in case you're unfamiliar. So yeah, those are our chords for the electric version of Loyalty, and now we're going to move on to the strumming pattern and the rhythm pattern for most of the verses. Here we go. So for the verses in Loyalty, you're going to be palm muting while you play these power chords like this. Not that difficult. Standard punk pop fare there. In case you've never tried to do palm muted notes before, it's pretty much exactly what the name implies, which is you take the side of your palm for your picking hand and you just lay it gently across your bridge, the bridge of your guitar, and then fold it onto the strings a little bit more, so you're muting the notes. You're deadening all the notes a little bit, but you should still be able to hear the pitch of the strings played underneath it. So it's like that. It's a really, really common sort of technique that you'll hear in a lot of rock music, punk music, pretty much anything. And what we're doing to create that rhythm is we're just doing mute, mute, open, mute, mute, open, mute, mute. So each time you want to accent the rhythm, you just lift your palm a little bit on the strings. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the rhythm for the verses. It's just it's pretty cool, you know. Give yourself a high five, because only awesome people do that. And once you move into the pre-chorus, you sort of give up on the palm muting and you just go full out. It's C to D to E to G to C to D, like that. So, give me a smidge of confidence, give me a speck of something that makes sense, give me an idea of dependency, give me a dash of loyalty, yeah, loyalty, yeah. So that's how you do that. You'll notice that when I played that last E5 chord, that last E bar chord, I just continued going up to the 7th fret here. You can do that for a little bit of variance. Keep in mind when you're playing in a band scenario that sometimes it's better to voice these higher chords on your guitar because you don't want to get in the way of the lower notes that the bass guitar may be playing. Just a little thing to remember if you're in a band. If you're a guitarist, don't get in the way of your bassist. Let him or her shine as well. So yeah, that's why those higher chords can sometimes be better, even if you're playing heavy rock music. So yeah, now let's move on to the chorus, which are the same chords that you already know. You just play full out like this. B to C to G to D, back to E, C to G, and then to D. Why they call me Lord? Now to C for the outro of the chorus, and then to E. Like that. So there's your chorus, your pre-chorus, and your verses. Now that's pretty much all you need to know to play the whole song, all of the rhythm parts. But now I'm going to talk about the first guitar line that you hear in the song. And let's go ahead and play that. Okay, this guitar part sounds like this. And that was my contribution to loyalty, and I like that little line. And the way that you're going to play this is you're just playing octaves here. So you know the power chord that we were talking about before, the 3-5-5 sort of thing. Well, that's basically exactly what I'm playing. I'm just negating the 5 note. So what you'll do is, or what I do anyway, is I put down my index finger here, and then put down my pinky finger on the G string 2 frets above what the index finger is playing. So if you're playing an E note by playing the 7th fret on the A string, then on the G string, you'll also play an E note by playing the 11th fret at the same time. And you want to mute that D string, the string that you're not voicing. Just mute it with your index finger by just gently laying it across there. So the only notes you really should be hearing are those. I also have to kind of mute the E string as well, because, well, I mute all the other strings with my fingers. But yeah, I'm muting all of the strings except for these 2 that I'm playing. And then I just strum the hell out of the guitar. And it's really fun, and it creates a cool sound. So if you just keep that that fingering going, if you just keep that finger position going, and then slide it around, you'll be able to create a cool melody. At least I think it's a cool melody. I had fun with it. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you how to play it because I'm kind of assuming that you know your way around a guitar if you're checking out this video. But included in the doobly-doo are tabs for this guitar part, and it's called Loyalty Guitar Part 1. And this is all it is. Now that plays during the chorus, and it also plays in the intro to the song. You'll be able to hear it in the record when it plays. So, all right, now it's time for the very fun part and the very challenging part. And hang on, I've got my tabs right here. This is the guitar solo for Loyalty. Now, I want to just state that I didn't write this. It was written by Jimmy and performed by Jimmy brilliantly of Acoustic Brony. And I don't know exactly what he played, but I heard from Ed that he plays it up here. Like there. That wasn't how I tabbed it out. I tabbed it out differently, starting here. Like that. Actually, you don't want to... Yeah. So, yeah, it's around there. And like I said, I've got tabs in the doobly-doo, so go ahead and check that out. And I've got this tabbed out fairly well. I'm not perfectly happy with it, but I think it's a good starting point for anyone who wants to try and learn the solo. And what I'm going to do is just take you through the solo slowly. And bear in mind that, like I had said, I'm not sure that this is perfect. This is what it sounded like to my ear, and it's what I was able to tab out. So I'm just going to play it through slowly once and let you look at my fingers. And just check out the tab on your own and listen to the record, and I know that you'll be able to learn it. So here's the solo for Loyalty. I apologize, Jimmy, if I butcher it. This is my bad. Here we go. Okay, so that's the solo for Loyalty. Kind of. As I said, I'm not the best at playing this. Jimmy really is, and I gotta give him props for that. But that's fairly close to the solo in the song. Take a look at the tab for yourself. I did my best to tab it out, and it's not great, but it's a start. Well, there you have it. There's your guitar solo, your main guitar parts, your rhythm for the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus itself, and the chorus outro. And I think you are ready to play Loyalty all the way through. So, grab your guitar, and let's get ready to rock. Well, guys, thanks for joining me. I really hope you liked this tutorial and found it a little bit informative. Like I said, I'm not the best lead guitarist in the world, so not by a long shot. So I know that this really may not have been the best tutorial for that, but I hope it at least got you going in the right direction, and you'll be able to take it farther than I did. And maybe one day you'll be as good as Jimmy yourself, although let's not try and aim too high. He's pretty awesome. So yeah, I thank you for joining me. If you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe and share with your friends and all that good stuff. You already know how to do that. And that keeps me going. It keeps me making more of these. Stay tuned, because next week I'll be having another tutorial for an entirely new song. And I'm going to try and keep this going as much as I can. Obviously I get busy and there's other things going on in my life. But I'm going to try and upload as much of these video tutorials as possible for you guys. And I really hope you enjoy them. And if you do, share the love. And I will catch you guys later. So, see ya. Oh, and by the way, thanks, Capper. Mwah.